people, they always go, how did you do this? How did you begin this nonprofit? And I think the better approach to helping people understand is that it sort of found me.
The United States is like a potpourri. You know, we have people from all over the world. The Cambodia is like a big family. We are a family. We are Cambodians. This is how we think. This is how we act. This is how we do.
People here really don't have a safety net like maybe we do in the United States. We can fall back on some food programs. And here, I mean, I don't know how the whole system works, but I feel like maybe that safety net's not there. So to have the education, that's just gonna really make changes for the kids.
And these children are amazing to me. They're sponges. They want to learn as much as they can. There's a sense of wanting to just improve their lives and improve their families' lives. Their goal is to help their families, and that's what they need. So, yeah, there's a strong intention to improve their lives and their families' lives.
They were happy to be there to learn. They were happy to be in community with other children. This was every single day. It wasn't just when we were there. They could go there, they could put on a uniform, they could feel like they were part of something, they could have a meal each day, and then they would go back and they would trek sometimes miles away. These little kids walking on the side of the street that it would just blow your mind to see these beautiful children just light up when people are giving them the attention and the tools to better themselves.
Kaleidoscope Child Foundation has, I'm not just saying this, but they've touched the lives of thousands.
The school here just gives them so much in terms of it's convenient, and it also gives them a good playing field and an opportunity that they probably wouldn't have otherwise.
One of the first steps is to provide them an education. So when we talk about women empowerment, of course, first thing that we have to do is get them educated, which will make them empowered, which will make them feel empowered, which will make them independent.
The school really tries to do better by female children, right? It's important to have women's education. The world is changing, the country is changing too.
It's creating a big impact, and which I'm really feel proud of as a member of the Indian community. It's going to bring a lot of positive changes for sure in the people's life in this area, the families of the kids who study, and you can just see the success stories happening.
I couldn't have been just more overwhelmed when we went to see the exhibition, the science fair, and to look in some of those children's faces and to remember them 7, 8 years ago on the floor of a cow barn. That to me is priceless.
One digestive system is also known as alimentary canal.
The paradox is for far too many years, there was an idea that we were doing something for them. And it hasn't been until probably the last 7 years that I've finally been able to shake myself from the sleep of that arrogance and see that they're doing something for me.
Oh, I think we get way more back than we give.
That's how I feel, but they give me so much more than I could possibly ever give them.
They're doing something for every single person that has the wherewithal to say yes to a trip like this, because this was not on my bingo card. This was not something that I had in my little, dream vision board for what life would look like, and I'm so glad that it's not. powerful mantra you could ever say is, I'm available. And then look out. Your whole world will change.
Welcome to New Thought Unity Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. My name is Brian Cashwell. I'm the music director here. It's glad to see all you faces, and it's Glad to see the sun. I'm glad to see the sun out. What else, Alice? I think love's going to keep us together. What do you think?
I think it is.
I think it's going to keep us together.
God will keep us together through all kinds of stormy weather. When some big fears come along, singing its song, don't fall for that, you just gotta be strong. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in your heart and let love keep us together. You can finally see now. You are so darn free now. When some thoughts start dragging you down, making you frown, here with your heart and you won't hear a sound. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in your heart and let love keep us together. Whatever. You are beautiful, always worthy and strong. If you feel worry or fear, who will help you along? We will, we will, we will, we will. Love will keep us together. I said it before and I'll say it again, while others pretend. I love you now and I love you then. Just stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in your heart and let love keep us together. Whatever. I will, I will, I will, You better stop, 'cause I really love you. Stop, I've been thinking of you. Look in your heart and let love keep us together. Whatever. I will, I will, I will,
So what's happening at Angel's Wings Resale Shop, you may be asking yourself? I'll tell you, new spring merchandise is arriving daily at Angel's Wings. Be sure to stop in and browse for the bargains. The shop is open today until 3 o'clock p.m.
And on your way, go right down the hall and stop by the Galleria of Grace gift shop. Say hi to Diana today after service. Browse the unusual handmade jewelry, gifts, cards, and of course, books galore. Don't forget to pick up your copy of the Daily Word.
Youth and Family Ministry. NTUC is seeking volunteers for the Youth and Family Ministry program. Due to the requirements of 2 people being present whenever there are children, we are in need of a few more volunteers to help fill this requirement. If you would like to be a part of helping us to have a thriving youth and family ministry, Please see Kim or Jennifer Collins after service.
Love blooms. It's that time of year when we honor our loved ones by participating in the NTUC tradition of sponsoring an Easter lily. Sponsoring a lily not only fills the sanctuary with lovely flowers, it also allows a message to your loved ones to be shown on a slideshow before each service through Easter Sunday.
Convergence Workshop. David Allen Brown's workshop today, beginning at 12:30 p.m. in Classroom B. Convergence is an understanding of human spiritual dynamics that provides the opportunity for deep personal growth, confident navigation of daily life, and inspired creative purpose for the self and all. In this workshop, gain valuable insight through self-exploration, practice the convergent conversation and interdiscussion about how this process might enrich your life.
Positive Prayer Book Study is taking place on Monday, April the 14th. This is the second class. Still time to join us at 6 p.m. in Friendship Hall or via Zoom. There's a $5 love offering per class. In this study, prayers will explore the many practical and uplifting ways positive prayer can work in our lives. This book study is an annual training for prayer chaplains. We would like to offer it to the congregation and anyone who has an interest in learning more about practical and uplifting ways to pray.
Crossport will meet April the 14th at 7:30 p.m. Join your Crossport friends via Zoom. Contact the center for more information.
A Course in Miracles. The next class will be Tuesday, April 15th at 6:30 in person here at NTUC. It is facilitated by Susan Bartels. A $5 love offering is suggested, and all are welcome.
Circle of Light Spirituality Soul Study. Our spirituality study group, the Circle of Light, will meet on Wednesday, April 16th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. This week's special guest speaker is David Kaiser. Everyone is invited.
Kim Ballou and Leah Jones are hosting the first annual Tea Party and Community Connection at NTUC on Saturday, May 3rd from noon to 3 p.m. in Friendship Hall. Invite your friends, sons, daughters for a spot of tea and an opportunity to build community connection and diversity. See Kim to purchase your tickets. They are $10 for adults, $5 for children 12 and under.
Cincy Pride Parade, NTUC will once again be handing out bottles of water at the annual Pride Parade on June 28, 2025. We are seeking donations of bottled water to distribute during the parade. Last year, the parade walkers handed out over 1,000 bottles of water along the parade route. Please drop off your donations during normal business hours or after Sunday service prior to June the 15th.
Friendship Hall. Join us after service downstairs for a little fun, food, and fellowship.
For this and all events, see the website, email blast, or Facebook event for more detailed information.
For me, reach out for me. I'll be there with a love that will shelter you. I'll be there with a love that will see you through. When you feel lost and about to give up, just ain't good enough.
thinking now. We're all alone. But darling, reach out. Come on, y'all. Reach out for me.
Reach out.
Reach out for me. Now look over your shoulders now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be there to give you all the love you need.
I'll be there. You can always depend on me. I'll be there to give you all the love you need. I'll be there. You can always depend on me. I'll be there to give you all the love you need. I'll be there. You can always depend on me.
Amen. Reach out.
Good morning, David Allen Brown. Welcome.
Hello. Oh, what amazing energy is here today. Thank you so much for having me and for allowing me to be washed in it all with you. It's an amazing, extraordinary time. What should we do? We should affirm. We should affirm. Let's do an affirmation. I'll say it first. Namaste. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you. Together.
Namaste. The divine in me recognizes the divine in you.
And so it is. Let's pray. Deep breath. Beloved divine, divine beloved, in this space, around us, through us, with us, guiding us, healing us, energizing us, empowering us. We welcome you and say thank you. To sing and to dance, to hug and to share, to speak and to look in the eyes of the divine around us brings us to the holy instant of remembrance, that moment in which we align again and again and again and again with the only truth, which is that love is real, and it is what will heal us. It will lead us to peace, love, prosperity, and joy. Let us take this moment and recognize what is happening. Take a deep breath. And let us understand in the next moment that it can happen again. Because the divine energy surrounds us and is within us and flows through us, and so it could be. Amen. And let's together affirm that with our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me, the love of God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, the presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
Now it's time to stand and sing together, Divine Spirit in Me.
One presence, one power, divine spirit in me. One presence, one power, divine spirit in me. Heart to prayer, prayer to action, divine
Now that you're all standing, turn around, say hello to the folks around you with a handshake, a hug, or a simple namaste. And if you're watching online, let us know who you are and where you're watching from, and we'll say hello to you later in the service.
Woo! I feel a good vibration, healing and transformation all through this congregation. Must be unity, the experience is our mission. Universal wholeness is our vision. I am who I am, it's my decision. Must be unity. NTUC unity.
We can continue this fellowship after service downstairs, but for now, if you would, please have a seat and say with us our mission and vision statements. Our mission statement is, in God, we are an inclusive, abundant community, experiencing love, transforming lives, and serving others. And our vision statement is, we celebrate a world of harmony and oneness, a place of loving stewardship, sacred connections, and pure joy, where all are welcome with honor and respect. And what we'd like you to know more than anything about New Thought Unity Center is that wherever you are on your spiritual path, whoever you are, whatever you look like, whoever you love, however you identify, you are welcome here. And we're grateful that you've chosen to be with us this morning. If this is your first time at New Thought Unity Center, there is in the back corner a newcomers table. On it, you will find packets of information that tell you a little bit about the center, and after the service, Regina will be back there and she can answer any questions that you may have. And if you would like a tour, she can help you with that as well. So again, thank you for being with us this morning. And now it's time to settle in for meditation.
as thoughts come to us, they drift away on the perfect breeze. We brush past them. We allow them to float away on maybe a body of water that is here. This is the place where we can listen most intently and take a deep breath. And into this place and into the silence, we bring our questions. We listen for answers. We hear truth. And I invite you to consider this phrase and listen for the answer. All that I give is given to myself. The help I need to learn that this is true is with me now. All that I give is given to myself. All that I give is given to myself. Let me take a deep breath. And we recognize that these answers are available to us all the time as we come back into the space with others, as we share our energy, we bring and mingle with the energy of others. We remember that the help I need to learn truth is with me now, and I will trust in spirit to bring it.
the game and you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Do as I say. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will.
You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. What you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone. Once you tell somebody the way that you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think that's true what they say about the squeaky wheel. It's always getting the grease. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Do as I say. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. You'll feel much better right away. You love with love. Don't take much to do it. Sell your pride. They say in every line. They say the rain must fall, just like pouring rain. Make it rain. Make it rain. Love, love, love is sunshine. Make it rain. Love, love, love is sunshine. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel.
Hi. It's on the Instagram this week. Well, every day I'm on the oh wait, I'm supposed to say follow me on Instagram. The author David Allen Brown. That's important. Do it. It's fine. Great. Follow me on Instagram. Deepak Chopra put up a slide this week that had this phrase: "The most creative act you will ever undertake is the act of creating yourself. Take a deep breath around that. The most creative act you will ever undertake is the act of creating yourself. And I want to start there as a reminder that we are creative beings, that we are in process, and that we are constantly experiencing, evaluating, understanding, learning, growing, choosing, and being who we want to be. I don't know if you've noticed over the last a couple of times that I've been here, there's been a real emphasis on this understanding of self. A few months ago in January, I spoke really on the topic of experiencing and understanding your core values. Have you done that work, and are you stepping out and working each day on the basis of those core values? And when I was here about a month ago, we talked a little bit about the yin and yang of the intentional and the power of choice, as well as the power of letting it go and trusting the divine, and how that leads us through. And today I kind of want to finish out this sort of triptych of these types of things by inviting us to think about the intentionality of our being. By inviting you to consider through the lesson I'm going to offer and my own experience, where are you intentionally stepping forward based on your own understanding of who you are, and of course the big question, why you're here. And that is, of course, the biggest question. Why are we here? And some of us, in the dark of night, sometimes get really wrapped up in that question. And others of us, in the light of day, know immediately. And so often we come into this space and we see it in the face and we exchange the energy and we know with certainty what our purpose here is. And let's talk about that some. Let's talk about the most fundamental choice. I'm a Course in Miracles guy. Seems complicated, but the lessons become very simple when you boil them down. And there is a section, this being that time of year, called The Message of the Crucifixion. And it's a challenging section because it takes much of what many of us were taught in the pedagogy and in our own upbringings and really turns it on its head. And it invites us to consider an entirely new perspective, an entirely new way of looking at things. There's some caveats, of course. You are not asking to be crucified, which was part of my own, this is Jesus' words, which was part of my own teaching contribution. You are merely asked to follow my example in the face of much less extreme temptations to misperceive. Temptations to misperceive is a tricky phrase. What we have the opportunity, what we're tempted to misperceive, is that anything that's happening around us or through others or in the world is what is real and what is important and is an attack on us, and that we must be defensive. We can accept any of those things as what's called false justifications for our anger or our fear. You can perceive yourself as persecuted if you choose. This is how Course in Miracles works free will into the understanding of our own personal growth. When you do choose to react that way as persecuted, you might remember that I, Jesus, was persecuted as the world judges, and I did not share that evaluation for myself. The lesson, the myth, or the history, however you perceive to see it, is that here was the most extreme way to not only deny someone's experience as a being of love, but in fact to make them an example to others that that way of living or thinking or teaching or preaching would not be tolerated in the most extreme way. And the lesson here is you could choose that's persecution. We could focus on the story of this week, of the Passion, as it's called, capital P in some traditions, of the pain and the sacrifice and the persecution of others. and thus see it as the release when the finality of it is done on Friday. But the lesson that Course in Miracles brings, the fundamental lesson, the reason I'm giving this bit of dose to as the introduction today instead of a kitschy little story, is to remember that if you react as if you are persecuted, then you are teaching persecution. If you act as if you are affronted, then you are teaching the ability to be affronted. If you act as if you are in danger, then you are teaching the ability to respond to danger. And as a human animal, okay, maybe. But as a spiritual one, is this your foundation for how you choose to act or behave or move forward? We have the opportunity as spiritual beings to take any circumstance, something as heinous as a crucifixion, or something as simple as being cut off in traffic, and deciding, where does this fit into who I am, capital W, capital who I, capital A. And so we better start there. Who are you? Who am I? Hear then the one and only answer of the Holy Spirit to all questions the ego raises, including this, the most dramatic one of all. You are child of God, a priceless part of the kingdom which was created as part of God. Nothing else exists, and only this is real. You are child of God. Take a deep breath. And in unity parlance, in Course in Miracles parlance, it's not merely that you're a sort of child of God. You are a child of God as Jesus was child of God. You are child of God as Buddha was child of God. You are child of God as Allah was child of God. You are child of God as the person sitting next to you is child of God. All of us with this extraordinary and amazing ability to not teach persecution or fear or hate, but in fact, to teach only love, for that is what you are. The fundamental phrase of Course in Miracles. We could choose to teach through our actions, through our behaviors, through our responses, through our egos, anything else. Persecution, fear, anger. And we have an option in all the things that we do to instead say, I am a child of God. Only love is real. That is what I will teach. That is what I will teach. It's the fundamental choice between, is the world creating me, or am I creating the world? And knowing that the creative act is creating myself, then I know I am at least creating me. I am creating this being on this space, in this place, in this instant. And therefore the choices I make are important and vital. In every instance. In every instance. In every instance. Everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. I'm infatuated with New York City. Yeah. In a way, and I mean that truly, like in that way of, you know, when you're in love, like it's not just how I might be making New York City feel, I don't know, but about the way it makes me feel. Like I adore the opportunity. I recognize that I can, and at times have, lived in an existence in which I can work from home by myself, lovely cat, and then I can get in my car, not crossing paths with anyone between my apartment and there, by myself, and drive to a place where maybe there's other people, but I'm ostensibly by myself, and then I can come home and I can watch the movie by myself. I can do all these things by myself, and for many years I did and have, and with varying degrees of okay with it. New York City does not allow this to happen. You are around other people all of the time. And what I discovered made me so delighted about being there is because that very notion that there are just so damn many people here means that in every moment I am given the opportunity to double check the question, who am I fundamentally and what do I believe? I was there 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. And I was walking through Midtown, and I was stopped at a light, and there was a lovely older woman, kind of a grande dame of Manhattan, if you've ever seen one of them. And she had hailed a cab, and the cab pulled up, and she was like here, and then the cab sort of kept going, and was inching forward, and I could tell, and like we both just noticed. Anyway, I reached out, and I grabbed the handle of the cab, and I opened the door, and she acknowledged me. Thank you very much. And then I offered help, which she didn't need, to get into the cab. And then I closed the door politely, and there you're on your way. And I realized, well, I had choices there. And I just wanted to do a little random act of kindness. That's kind of what New York is for me, the sort of constant opportunity to perform these random acts of kindness, this kind of constant opportunity to re-engage with who I am, I believe. I was there in November. I go there a lot. I was there in November, and I remember it being a rough day, because it turns out I'm not perfect all the time. I know, it's a surprise to me, too. I get it. Yeah. And so it was a difficult day. It was enough of a foggy day that I remember having trouble figuring out what gum I wanted to buy at the drugstore. Sometimes it gets foggy. There's a lot of input. I don't know if you've ever had this type of experience, but I was definitely just out of sorts. And it was raining in New York, which is a whole nother thing that happens. And so I had made my purchase and had gotten to the door, and the person in front of me was, I don't know what they were doing. They were fiddling with their own, I don't know, but they were not going. And I was ready to go. Let's go. And so I waited, and then when that person did go, apparently I pushed the door open with some gusto, let's say, and went about my way. And I did not know anything had happened until I heard this voice behind me saying, sir, you did not just push that door into my face. And I was like, what? And I'm walking, sir, and I realized this person is speaking to me. And so I turn around and see this beautifully eloquent woman of color who comes right up to me, as New Yorkers do, and says, sir, that door just hit me in the face. And I said, oh, I am so sorry. Are you okay? And I looked to the side to see if, and she was like, yes, thank you. And she walked away. And I walked along thinking, because I do overthink, and I thought, I had choices there. I've seen worse behavior. I've seen fear, affront, oh no, are they coming after me? What should I do? Should I ignore them? Should I flee? Should I whatever? In that moment, without thinking, I thought about it after, of course, I was given an opportunity to say, well, what do I believe? Who do I want to be? I want to be compassionate and understanding. I want to offer help if it's needed. I want to take responsibility for my actions. And I did. And there was no further drama from her. It was enough. Fantastic. Every day, every moment, New York offers me this opportunity. I lived there before as a student. And then after college, I stayed for a couple of years. And I lived across the river in New Jersey on the shore and took the PATH train in, which is basically an extension of the subway. And when you're a commuter, you begin to see many of the same people over and over again on the, and you learn where to stand on the platform so that when you get off, it will be. And I came to know that on some days, there would be someone standing near me on the platform. I would have the opportunity to get into the same car, and she was, by my estimation, in my early 20s at the time, ancient. And tiny, and slow, and clearly needing of assistance. And I knew that the first time because as I was standing at the door, the very first time it happened, waiting to get off at 23rd Street, my stop, there was a little hand on my elbow, and I looked down, and she wordlessly asked if I might assist her up the stairs. And me being the fine Midwestern boy I am and was, and took her arm. And of course, the mobs of people are going past, and I have places I need to go. It's the theme of New York, I gotta go, but no. Who am I gonna be today? Who do I wanna be today? Who am I today? What's the fundamental drive in my person? And for me, it is this notion of namaste. If I had to narrow it into one thing, and I'm inviting you to narrow it into one thing for yourself. Find the word, find the mantra, find the prayer, find the passage in your book. But for me, it comes to this namaste. And this beautiful, the divine in me honors the divine in you. Which we tacked on to that, by the way. The original Sanskrit of the word simply means I bow to you. And though there is some sense that in Hindu philosophy there was an addition to the you being the much bigger you, it wasn't until the last century, in the 20th century, where we started to add on this beautiful poetic phrase, the divine in me recognizes the divine in you. Great, I'll take that evolution. And so when I step out of my apartment, when I interact with the world, I want to carry namaste with me. And sometimes I'm grumpy, and sometimes I'm not in the mood. And there were times I saw that woman on the platform and went to a different car. I know. I'm not perfect. I'm creating who I am too. And I would sometimes make the intentional choice to not be everything perfect that day. Then I would forgive myself and weave that into the tapestry of me becoming me. What is your thing? And where will you act it out? Do you hear the themes of the music so brilliantly chosen by Brian today? Love between people. It is about making the connection. We are perhaps here to nurture this planet. We are perhaps here to create the next great movement forward. We are perhaps here in order to provide comfort and caring, or knowledge or teaching. We are here and sustain ourselves with all of these things that ego thinks are real. But in this space, in this time, in your one thing, please bear in mind that what we are here to be is child of God, fulfilling the function of God on earth. God's function is to love unconditionally, therefore so is yours. The message of this, the title of this message is Live Out Loud. That's my New York City. That's where I get out into the world, say my mantras, and get tested each day, because I know this muscle needs exercising. And I know when I haven't used it, I have slipped and slipped and slipped, and you know that story too. And so, yes, I will go there. And in fact, in the spirit of namaste, because I need it to be the best and the most fulfilled part of my life I can be, and me as a child of God, I will move there 2 weeks from Wednesday. I'm so excited. And part of what I'm excited about is this ability to use these muscles again. To not just be here on Sundays at stages like this and around, but to be in the daily practice. That's me. Here's you. What's your daily practice? In what place? Where are you challenging yourself? Where are you challenged? Where are you bringing your light? Where are you fulfilling your promise as child of God? Where are you doing it? Live out loud. And so, yes, I'm going to do it in New York City. And some people think it's like moving to Gotham City and Batman. I happen to think it's like moving to Sesame Street. Always has been. Always has been. Come on up. Because, Sesame Street, there's the grouch. I get it. I've been that. There's the, Big Bird is a perpetual 6-year-old. I've been that, the befuddled and confused. I've been the energetic Elmo. I've been the rest. All of it's there. And I can see it that way. And, you know, the lessons of Sesame Street, you know, we just love unconditionally. We live ourselves. We live out loud, and we sing. We sing out. You know, I see people expressing themselves in New York City constantly through their clothing and through their activity and through their singing on the streets. The joyousness of walking through the park, and you think, oh, yeah, there's the guy with his guitar with an open thing. I've seen a grand piano in the park. We do what we do. So this is a song that many of you probably know, and it kind of wraps everything up. Let's go to Sesame Street. Let's sing out loud. Let's know who we are. Let's live out loud. Find your thing. Know your purpose. Live it out loud. Here we go.
Amen.
Everybody, you may not know the choruses, but you'll know the verse. Here we go.
All right, David over there with rhythm.
Sing a song, sing out loud, sing out strong, sing of good things, not bad, sing of happy, not sad.
Come on, y'all, stand up and sing this song with us.
Sing a song.
Make it simple to last
Make it simple to last your whole life long.
Don't worry, it's not good enough.
Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song.
You know the la-di-da.
Know this
You remember
part.
this.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing a song.
Let the world sing along.
Let the world sing along.
Sing of love there could be.
Sing of love there could be.
Sing for you and for me. Sing.
Sing for you and for me.
Here it is. You know this part.
Sing a song.
Make it simple.
Make it simple to last your whole life long. Don't worry that it's not good enough for anyone else to hear. Just sing a song. Just sing a song. One more time.
La-da-di-da.
Just sing a song. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
A little softer now. Amen. Thank you, David. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can be seated. Wasn't this a fun service? It's all about loving one another. It's that time in our service where we take our tithes and our offerings in our hands and we say our offertory blessings. So won't you please say it with me? Divine love, moving in and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. And if you're a consistent giver, we ask that you place your consistent giving in the basket. You can always give from the convenience of your seat by scanning the QR code. You can also give from the convenience of your seat by placing your check, cash, or money order in our tithing envelopes. Also, conveniently, we have a credit card machine in the back that you can use also. And if you're giving online, just go to ntunity.org and place the donut button today and press the donut button, and we'll accept your offering also. There are many ways to give here at New Thought Unity Center. Our chaplain today is Maria, and she will be at the prayer shawl and is willing, able, and ready to pray with and for you. Our chaplains hold sacred space before, during, and after service also. We have, from the convenience of your seat, we have prayer request cards. So if you have a prayer request, please fill out a card, and there's a prayer box in the back of the sanctuary, outside of the administration office, and downstairs in Friendship Hall. We hold prayers for 30 days here, and we send them to New Thought Unity Center, where they pray vigilantly for you also in the prayer chapel. So let's go to our heart space. Sweet, sweet Spirit, we thank you for this theme of love today. And we know that these tithes and offerings and gifts were given with the heart of love. And the works that they do as Jack works his magic will be through love. So thank you for the blessings you are bestowing upon us and everyone that sits here in these pews, everyone online, and those who tried to be here but could not make it for whatever reason. Love is the greatest gift of all, and we are learning to love unconditionally. And we are teaching love unconditionally here at NTUC, and we spread it throughout the world, and we are blessed and prospered, and so it is. Amen.
We've got some folks who have let us know that they're online, and there are obviously a number that have not let us know, but we know you're there. Randy Maley says, good day to be in Pure, Michigan. Flo Stevenson says, good morning, NTUC from Madisonville. Joe and Teresa say good morning from Rockford, Illinois. Love and miss you all. Brenda Zeckmeister says, good morning from Price Hill. Please pray for full and speedy recovery from a miserable cold. Denny Krause says, good morning from I-75 on the way home from Toledo, listening in the car. Abby Thrasher says, good morning, NTUC family. Miss being there in person with you all today. And James McLean says, good morning, with you in spirit from Kennedy Heights. So thank you all for being with us this morning online. We want to thank all the folks that helped put this service together. Thank you so much for David Allen Brown for your service.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you to Sky and Terry back in the booth who help us be seen and heard this morning. Thank you to this fabulous band.
Woo, amen.
Peg, Brian, Michael, and Randy, and my fellow songstresses, Jenny and Althea.
And Alice, of course.
Alice. Next week's speaker, come celebrate Easter with us, and Kim Ballou will be with us then, as will the NTUC choir.
Oh.
Yay.
Is that it?
I think we got it. Okay, time to make a big circle around the sanctuary, and we will say our prayer of alignment and sing the peace song. Come on, stretch it out. We can do this. Come on, you guys, stretch it out. We got some, there we go.
All
yes.
right, we made the connection.
All right, and our prayer of alignment is, we are light. We illuminate the world. We are love. We love unconditionally. We are power. We are the divine in action. We are presence. We are awake to our divine identity. God is, I am, we are, and all is well.